What's your story?
This is Regis Prograis, WBC two-time world champion, and this is my story.
Okay, so tell the world actually, where you from?
From New Orleans, Louisiana, from the New Orleans East.
Okay, so growing up in New Orleans East, tell the world how it was, actually for you, growing up.
Right, right. So right now, given I'm gonna tell people what it is right now. Then we go back to it. Right now, like New Orleans East, probably one of the worst in the city. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans,
gonna jump on that.
Yeah. New Orleans East, one of the worst in the city. One of the worst parts in the city. New Orleans right now, we doing bad right now. We one of the worst in the country. You know what I'm saying, for murder wise. But so going back to New Orleans East, growing up, it wasn't that bad as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. But obviously it's still New Orleans, and like me, bro, like we really, for me, I grew up like on the streets and stuff with my partners and all that. Like just being on the street, having fun with my partners, like, just playing around, going to the park, being with friends all the time, chasing girls. That's kind of what we did, bro. Fighting a lot. And for me, bro, like when I fought, like I like to fight. Like I always just like to fight and stuff like that. I didn't even have to be mad to fight. Like when I fight and stuff, like I kind of like I always like to fight. I can be happy when I fight and stuff like that. But like growing up in New Orleans, period, you kind of gotta know how to fight. You gotta know how to rib, or you gotta know how to fight. Talk about people what they not. We call it ribbing, but they call it roasting now. They call it roasting and stuff like that. But like that's what you gotta know how to do coming up here.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta actually know how to do both.
You know how to do both. I know how to do both of them. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to do both of them. So coming from here, that's our culture, bro. Like we just we have a lot of fun. We rib and you gonna rib people and stuff, and and then when you get the ribbing, sometimes it get a little more personal, and then after that somebody feel play and then they want to fight, and so that's kind of how we grew up. But yeah, like I grew up, my partners like I'm saying, playing sport. We played everything, bro. Football, basketball. I ran track a little while. My sister played basketball, baseball. Just all kinds of stuff, bro. But just, for me, just enjoying and just having fun with my people. And, we was all, like, close like that. And, just running around the street, bro.
Gotcha. So, being from New Orleans and actually becoming one boxer, if boxing wasn't something really promoted in New Orleans like that. Like in Baltimore and different Philly and stuff, they got a lot of gyms and, kind of take kids off the street. So,
right.
For yourself, actually, what kind of actually directed you, towards
boxing. So what I did early when I was younger, bro, like way younger, I did karate. My daddy put me in karate. So my daddy, he said he always wanted me to be able to defend myself. So he put me in karate and stuff like that. And karate just wasn't rough enough for me, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was sparring in karate and I stopped kicking. Like I used to just use my hands in karate. I ain't never liked to kick nobody in karate. I just like to fight. I just like to use my hands. And I remember one time I was fighting in karate and I really hurt somebody. Like I really hurt him. And the sensei, he was like, bro, that's he told my dad he can't do this no more. He need to go boxing or he need to go eat. I like to be rough, so he was like, he need to go boxing or go play football. So at the time I didn't know about boxing. So what I did, I went to go play football and still was fighting in the gloves and with my partners on the street, but I never went to a boxing gym. And so really how I got into boxing, same thing, trying to like to be rough and like to fight and all that stuff. But one night I was watching TV, I think it was ESPN Classic, and I was watching Mike Tyson. I was 13, 14. I was like, damn, I want to be like this dude right here. And after that, it was just kind of, I didn't start boxing after that, but it was kind of something in my head. It was like, damn, I want to do this. So, I think I went and bought some gloves from Walmart, and me and my partners just started getting the gloves every now and then. And I just loved it. I really I like this. But just like you said, in New Orleans, it's not promoted here. We don't have that platform here. You know what I'm saying? Up north in New York, in New York is big. The Golden Gloves is huge out there. You win a state Golden Glove, you damn near national champion out there. You know what I'm saying? Texas is huge out there. You got the Mexican kids and these dudes is animals out there. Philly, Florida, California, these like they known for boxing. Like New Orleans, we just not known for boxing. So, you know, for me, I really never had that person to like kind of look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a dude named Pimp. I don't know if you know a dude named Pimp. Long time ago. They say he was a boxer, and you know everybody kind of from the East.
Yeah,
Pimp.
boy.
Yeah. And it was like, man, Pimp a boxer and all that. Like, and I heard he wasn't even a real boxer. You know what I'm saying? They say he was a boxer, but I heard he wasn't a real boxer. But, you know, I was just like, I wanted to be, like for me, when I started, bro, I just wanted to be that dude from New Orleans in boxing. And, you know, I kept going and I didn't even think I'll get to this point. Like I'm a two-time WBC world champion. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to be, when I first started, I just wanted to be like the fighter from New Orleans. And I took off with it, bro. And, nah, I'm here.
Yeah, but you wanted to put up New Orleans on your back.
I wanted to put New Orleans on my back for sure. I mean, you know, I still like everybody know I'm, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans. I've been living in Texas, you know. I mean, I've been living in Texas since Hurricane Katrina. You know, I've been out there, but I'm always back and forth. I actually own more properties here than I got in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I got my primary house and my kids go to school in Texas, but most of my stuff is here. So yeah, bro. I just, like I said, man, I always rep my city, bro. I love my city. And what people don't realize, bro, is like, I've been a lot of places. I mean, I could really say I've been all over the world, and there's really no city like this city. Like, it's really no city like this city, bro. That's, like, the people here, the culture, like, we got so much stuff intertwined. The only city I can almost compare to is, like, my wife from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and that's kind of culturally like it's so much. It's a lot of mix, and we the same thing, you know. It's
gumbo.
It's like a gumbo, yeah. Like, but just the people, how the people look, how the people talk, how the people act, and just the whole culture. Like, you know, here we just it really is, bro. It's all mixed, and I just love being from here, bro. Like I love being from New Orleans.
Gotcha. So you say, you know, if you started off actually, I'm like boxing all your friends, so
yeah.
And so you beating all your friends up at first?
Yeah. I whooping them. Yeah, at first.
If you ain't had no friend go come and say, man, I had to whoop him.
It probably did before, you know what I'm saying, before, and then after that, like, you know, cause we used to wrestle and all that stuff, and then once I start getting on the ground, my feet on the ground with them hands, that was it. They couldn't touch me. No. My partners know. My partners know, dog. Once them hands came up, that was a wrap. I just, and like I said, bro, I just like to fight, bro. Like, I could be happy and fight. That's just what I really just love to do.
Right. And like also growing up in New Orleans and actually being red, you know, if people try to touch you.
Yeah. I think, and look, bro, I think that's another thing, bro. Being red, like you looked at as being, you know what I'm saying? You looked at as being on the soft side. And so a pretty boy. And for me, bro, I never wanted to be a pretty boy, bro. Like that's something I just never wanted to be in my whole life, bro. I never want to be considered no pretty boy, red, little pretty boy, nothing like that. So that's why I always took like the more like rough approach and stuff like that. I always wanted to be like the roughneck, basically.
Okay. So, you know, bring it back 2005. I mean, how old were you?
I was 16.
Oh, so you actually graduated in Texas?
I graduated in Texas. Yeah, I went to 5 high schools. Okay. So I went to 35 here. I went 35 for 2 years. Then I went to Reed right before the storm hit. And then after that, I went to Texas. Then I came back here. I went to Slidell for like 2 months or something like that, 2-3 months. And then I went back to Texas and graduated out there.
Gotcha. So let's bring Hurricane Katrina up. Like,
yeah.
If how it was for you, like, you know, because everybody got these different stories. Some people got rescued. Some people had to catch a bus, you know.
Yeah. So for me, bro, like if people don't know the history of New Orleans, we had in 1960 something, they had Hurricane Betsy. So Hurricane Betsy was kind of like Katrina, but it wasn't worse than Katrina. And we, you know, in New Orleans, if people don't know, bro, like, it's all the time. People always say it's a storm threat. It's gonna be a bad one. It's gonna be a bad one. So what happened? I think like 2 or 3 years before that, like because we got hurricane season out here. Every August, September, whatever, it's hurricane season. So every time they say. The mayor get on TV, and it was Ray Nagin at the time. He'll get on and say, man, it's gonna be bad. You gotta get out of here. So everybody go spend their money. They go get gas. They go get food, and it be a little wind. You know what I'm saying? A few windows broken. So you know we wasn't about to go nowhere. But then Ray Nagin said, look, it's gonna be worse than Hurricane Betsy, which happened in my grandma in them days. And my grandma was like, listen, if it's gonna be like that, we gotta go. Cause she remember they was on boats and stuff like that back in the day. So she was like, listen, if it's gonna be like that, we gotta go. So we got out of here a day before. It was just me, at the time, I know my daddy was at. I know my mom was at. It was just me, my grandma, my little sister, and some cousins, and we drove all the way to Texas.
Gotcha. And you know, and speaking of them hurricanes, but then the hurricane was actually supposed to come before Katrina. It's called Hurricane George.
Yeah.
And like a year before, and it's supposed to be bad. Had the people in traffic, so the people like, I ain't going nowhere.
Right. That, and I think we was. I don't know if we left for nothing like that, but it was something like that. I think we left, but we didn't go to Texas. We went somewhere. We went somewhere a little closer, something like that. But yeah, it was. You're right. That's what happened. And every
so everybody
year,
like, I ain't going.
Yeah, and it was like, man, you can't keep fooling me. You know what I'm saying? But then they said, like I said, Ray Nagel was like, bro, it's gonna be like Hurricane Betsy. So my grandma was like, they remember that they was on, like I said, they was on boats and shit. Right. So it was like,
people forget like New Orleans like in poverty. So like if you got people evacuating, going in hotels and stuff, and like a hurricane will hit, they're like, man, I'm not trying to go spend no money for no reason.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, and we was kind of in the same boat. So, we went to Texas, bro, and I remember we just was like, it was lines. I remember just standing in lines for like 3 weeks, bro. Like just all line for FEMA and for hotels and for all that. Like we was living in a hotel for a long time. We had some family friends. We lived in basement or something like, not a basement. Here in Texas they ain't got basements, but in the garage we was living in there. Hotels, like we did it was just a bunch of lines, bro. Just standing in lines for a long, long time.
Gotcha. So moved from New Orleans to Texas, like explain with the total culture shock, because it's it changed your mind, because for me, for Hurricane Katrina, and when I went to McDonald's in Texas, I'm like, I never saw all like Mexicans work at McDonald's. Like, I don't know if I trust to eat here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bro, it was definitely a culture shock, bro. So I graduated from a school called Westside, and I really didn't want to go. Like at the time, I was in Slidell. Before I went back to Texas, I was in Slidell High, and I love Slidell High. Like when I went to Slidell, bro, I loved it out there. I was having buku fun out there. My people was out there, my partners. I had buku girls out there. So for me, bro, I love being I had just loved being out there in Slidell. So when I went to Westside, it was just like a big time culture shock to where yeah, it was just a big time culture shock, dog, to where it was like the Disney Channel, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. Like we grew up watching the Disney Channel and all that stuff, and you see their high schools and how it is mixed, and you got so many different people, so many different races and all that type of stuff, and you see that and you don't think that's real, because coming from here is really not that real. We don't see that. Like for us, it's like black and white. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's like we got Creole, it's black and white, but then you got Creole stuff like that. Out there, bro, I'm going to school with people from places I don't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? Little islands way out in the Caribbean and all that type of stuff, bro. I'm going to school with them type of people. So yeah, bro, for me it was a big time culture shock going to Texas for sure.
Gotcha. So growing up, like for as actually becoming a boxer, who actually influenced you?
Well, growing up, like
watching boxing as well.
It was watching boxing. It was like the Tyson thing. The first person I ever saw was Arturo Gotti. That was the first person I ever saw fight. Rest in peace, Arturo Gotti. But I saw him fight on TV. Then I started watching Tyson. But then I went to Savannah Boxing Gym out there in Houston, and bro, I was just around all these like fire ass fighters. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield is I was training next to him. It was Landy Laura at the time, Rigondeaux, Raul Marquez, Juan Diaz like a 3-time world champion. Just being around all these dudes in Texas, it was just like that shit just changed my mind. Like, bro, I really can do this too, because these dudes just human, just like me. You know what I'm saying? They was just focused. They put in a lot of hard work, and I was like, man, I can do this too. And that's really what I think. That's like I had levels to my success, but that was really one of the foundations, because I saw that, and I just like when you see that you see like I said, bro. When I was like 19, bro, I'm training next to Holyfield, bro. I'm hitting the bag in Holyfield right here, hitting the bag next to me. And you talk about Holyfield, somebody made like $500 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hitting the bag next to this man. So I'm like, damn, like, if he could do it, I can do it. And so that really made me like, really like believe in myself for real.
Gotcha. And so tell the world actually, I'm like, what's one average day like for you?
Well, so right now I'm not in training camp. I don't got no fight coming up. So right now I would train probably once a day. But training, I'm pretty sure people want to know about training camp. Training camp wise, bro, I train. It's really so that's training camp is like 2 months. And literally my whole day is based around like boxing, damn near based around boxing. So I train 3 times a day, every single day except Sunday. I don't train on Sundays. I just rest and wake up in the morning. Wake up probably like around 9, something like that. Get to the gym about 10. Start sparring, whatever. Train over there. Then I go back home. I train for about 2.5, 3 hours or something like that. Then I go back home. I'll probably always eat. Then I'll take a nap. I live off naps. I gotta take naps every single day when I'm in training camp. So I eat, then take a nap, then I wake up. Usually when my kids get home from school, and my kids be having some things to do, sometimes practice and all that stuff. I might take them to the practice, and then after that, I like I said, train again, and then after I wait a little while, then I train again after that, and then that's really my day, bro. It really be training can't be hard because it's like it's your whole day. That's it. Like literally my whole day is just based around boxing. Like I gotta keep my sanity because how I keep my sanity is like you got personal wins every day, like little small personal wins. A personal win to me might be bringing my son to soccer practice, bringing my daughter to gymnastics. That's like something it's not boxing. It's not boxing related. And I could just enjoy it. Me and my wife will watch episodes or something. We'll watch some TV and stuff like that. Maybe go play basketball with my son. That's like little personal wins for me because, like I said, boxing is just when I'm in training camp, bro. It's literally just all day long. And then I gotta watch it too. I'll be studying. I watch boxing, so it's all day long for me, bro. When I'm in training camp.
Gotcha. So like, but I heard that you said if you love your city. If you have property here, so like, do you ever plan on like opening actually up one gym?
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, bro. What I want to do. So, like I said, I've been in Texas, for a while. I always come back home, but I've been in Texas for a while. So what I want to do is eventually one day come back here, open up a gym. And I want to find the next me, bro. Or else, guess what? Somebody even better than me. Because the thing, New Orleans got the talent. You know what I'm saying? They just, like a lot of people here don't got that mindset that to just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, people might think that I just woke up and did this. But like, bro, I've been pro for 10 years already. You know what I'm saying? I've been fighting for a long time now. So, and it's just all them years of just sacrifice. It's just so much sacrifice I did. One of the biggest sacrifices I have is not moving back home. That's it. Like I love it here, bro. When I'm here, I really don't want to leave. If I had a house, I tell my wife and stuff like, listen, if I had a house here like I got in Texas, bro, I wouldn't want to leave for real. Like I really wouldn't want to leave and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, that's what I want to do. One day I do want to open up a gym. I want to open up a boxing gym, and I want to show the kids, like, show the people and the kids or whatever, like, all the stuff that I know, all the stuff that I learned, how to really get this, and not just on the technical side, but on the mentality side, like how your mentality to push forward, to be in a position I gotta be in, it's a mentality, So yeah, bro, that's what I want to do.
So. I'm like, out of all your boxing matches, and like which one do you actually remember the most?
The Josh Taylor one for sure. My last fight was real memorable. It was a few of them, probably like 3. The first time was when I won the championship for the first time. I fought 4. So the first one 2018 when I fought here. I fought here. I keep telling people, bro, I'm gonna bring big time boxing back to New Orleans. And I did it, single-handedly, bro. I brought big time boxing back to New Orleans. We did a lakefront arena. We did a nice gate. It was about 4,000 people in there. We had ESPN there. It was just a lot of hype, bro. I brought all the celebrities out, bro, in the city. It was, for me, that was fire, bro. That was super fire. That was a very, very memorable night. It wasn't my best night as boxing wise, but it was, as far as for the city and stuff, like that was super memorable. I always remember that fight. Then after that, a few fights later, I became a world champion. I became a world champion in my home state. I did it in Lafayette. So I became a world champion, number 1 in the world. Then after that, the fight right after that, I lost my belt. I went to the UK. I fought Josh Taylor over there in the UK. And like I said, lost the belt. It was a close fight. I still thought I won, but it's still a loss on my record and stuff like that. That was a memorable one, because you never forget your losses. And then my last fight, bro, I became a 2-time world champion. I beat Killer. I beat dude named Jose Zepeda, which was a monster, bro, knocking people out, putting people to sleep. And I went and I knocked him out and became a 2-time world champion. And right now I'm back to being #1 in the world. So yeah, I had a few memorable fights.
I got you. So, like being a boxer and all, tell us what do you actually enjoy most about it, and tell us what do you actually don't like about it.
What I don't like about it is the schedule. My schedule and stuff like that. Like I can't plan. Like say like if my people tell me, man, I want to go on vacation, and next year I can't do that because I don't know what my schedule will be like. So I can't plan for nothing. So me, I'm very sporadic. I can't really do nothing. I can't plan nothing. I always got to be like super sporadic on things. All my schedule got to be super sporadic. And what I like about it, bro, to be honest, more than anything is just the respect thing. Like I can go anywhere in the world, bro. They find out you a boxer and they just like people just look up to you. They respect you. They feel you. So I kind of, for me, that's I love that about it, bro. The respect thing. And I don't know why, bro. I just feel I feel safe everywhere I go. Just because I know I can defend myself and stuff like that. So I think that's something that, I like about, being a boxer.
Gotcha. So has there ever been one point, when you just want to give up?
No, never.
Okay.
Boxing, never.
Love it, huh?
No, I love it, bro. I really love boxing, bro. It never been a point ever that I wanted to give up, bro. If people don't know, I came up the real hard route in this boxing stuff. So, what I had to do is I fought for like $1 before, bro. My first 10 fights I fought for like $1 4 or 5 times.
Like a $1 bill?
It's a $1. They give you a check because it can't be for free, so they gotta pay you. So it's like they give you $1. I still got the checks framed, bro. So that was like real hard because I had to work. I had to still do all the stuff I'm doing right now, and I still had to pay bills. And I never had a manager that was just giving me money and stuff like that at first. So I had to. For me, bro, I had to grind it out. And I used to work, and my wife used to work, and had to pay bills, and still got to go train, and still got to do all the stuff you got to do. So that was hard, but I never thought about giving up. Never thought about giving up.
Gotcha. So, as far as being like a professional boxer, actually, what's your end goals?
Man, my goals keep changing, bro. Honestly, right now it's really I just want to keep winning, keep being the best, just keep elevating. You know what I'm saying? For me, I can't really see no end goal right now, because I have like right now back #1 in the world, WBC champion 2 times. So what I can do is I can get the big fights. I can go for the big fights, the big money fights, or I can go for get all the belts, undisputed. So I don't really know which route I'm gonna really go right now. If I'm gonna go just get all the big fights or if I just, get all the belts. But if I feel like if I get all the belts, what is there going to be left to do? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's why I think I'm going to just I'm going to go for the big fights right now, the big money fights. And then maybe towards the end of my career, when I feel like I'm about to hang it up, then I think I'll go ahead. I'll be like, all right, this is my goal. I'm going to just go grab all the belts. But right now, if I grab all the belts right now, then I don't know what's going to be next for me. You know what I'm saying? So
it's going to get bored.
Exactly, because I got everything. It's like I literally have everything. So right now, I think I kind of want to save that right now. I want to get, I grab a lot of money, and then after that, then go ahead and grab all the belts.
Gotcha. So, what's your advice? What's your advice? I'm a younger kid right now that's actually watching this interview, and they're just trying to follow. Behind you.
So. If they trying to box, bro, first off, I tell all the kids when I go to gyms, listen, this sport is hard. You can't BS with this sport, bro. This sport is hard, but people die in the boxing ring. You got to take this serious all the time. And what I tell everybody, too, is, you got to be 10 toes in. You got to be 100% in. You can't be, this comes before everything. And if people don't, I tell people examples. I missed my son's birthday 2-3 years or something like that because I had fights. It's just, this come before everything, bro. This, for me, boxing got to come before everything. Before your day start, bro, you got to think about boxing. And shit, you gotta think about when you're going to sleep too. This is like it's serious. It's a real serious thing.
Gotcha. So, tell us actually, I'm like, what's next for you? Do you plan on opening up any businesses, like starting a clothing line, if your own boxing line?
Yeah. Right now I just do real estate, bro. I be doing real estate here. And now I think I got enough stuff here, to be honest. So I think now I wanna I'm gonna start venturing out. Like something I really want now is like a fire vacation home. That's something I want. So I don't know where I'm gonna do that yet. But as far as business wise, I don't know, bro. I mean, I let my people just decide on that stuff. Sometimes things just fall in my lap, bro. Like I be talking to people and they just come in my lap and stuff like that. But as far as my own stuff, bro, I focus a lot on real estate. I like real estate. And it's not even because of the money thing. I love to travel. First off, I love to travel. I love to go places. But when I like to travel, I like to go places and stay there for like a month, 2 months or something like that. Maybe not 2, but like a month for sure. I like to stay places, and I want to like have like all the places I like to go. I want to have a house there, so I can just go there whenever I want. So that's kind of why I like real estate. So that's probably what I'll be, like I said, a vacation home or something in LA or something like that next. But we'll see.
And also, but last but not least, tell everyone actually, I'm like, what can they find you on social media? It's just everywhere.
Social media, Instagram at Regis Prograis, Twitter at R Prograis. Well, I think R Prograis 124 or something like that. R Prograis on Twitter, and that's the real thing. And definitely got the YouTube, bro. You definitely gotta check out the YouTube. The YouTube is we put like a lot of vlogs out there and stuff like that. So it's just, I think you type in Regis Prograis, the Rural Life TV Regis Prograis, and that's right. Yeah, Rural Life TV Regis Prograis, and you'll see the YouTube stuff.
What's your story?
Nolazine, make them scream. Nolazine. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.